G'day, Dave here from the Hunters Club. With Andre and Sam, two of my colleagues. Been asked a few questions from the team, the captain, so yeah, we're going to answer them.
I'd say the Hunters Club is a showcase of New Zealand outdoors adventure sport, mostly in the hunting genre.
It's the best damn show in town, that's what it is, that's what the Hunters Club is. Well, I went on a hunt and realised no one was documenting hunting the way that these guys actually do it. So yeah, rolled camera and made a pilot, and here we are, 70 episodes in. Whereas the Spearo, yeah, we're into our second season, so early days, but making waves.
And I just turned up with a rifle and a bow.
Well, it's kind of like the Hunters Club in a way, you know, just a bunch of mates who are fortunate enough to get dragged around the country and the world, showcasing the underwater world and the sport of spearfishing, which is a rapidly growing sport. And yeah, I mean,
so it's nice to be able to document the sport the way that these guys.
Hell of a squad too.
Right.
Yeah, real good divers. And we're lucky here in New Zealand that, you know, COVID's kept us locked in for season 2 on New Zealand shores, and we're super lucky that, you know, all around the country here we've got some world-class diving that we're stoked to be able to showcase.
Same with the hunting front, not a bad place to be stuck in this corner of the world. We've got amazing hunting and fishing and diving opportunities here. So.
It's a question we get asked a lot. I want to be part of the team, but you've got to be mates of the boys. For me, like, it's all good and well being a great hunter, but it's the rapport and the camaraderie that counts for the most when you're on the hill. So.
Yeah, I guess there's a wider sense in the word club too, but yeah, the club's a pretty tight-knit group of mates, but that extends as far and wide as to all hunters and fishermen around there, I guess, and Spearos obviously.
Yeah, but that's what makes the show so good, eh? Like, it's not just a bunch of presenters hanging out with each other, they're actually good mates, good banter, and it comes across, and that's one of the probably leading aspects of the show, which makes it as good as what it is.
I reckon it's the variety.
Yeah.
And the fact also that everything's introduced and needs to be managed, and so it takes away that whole worry that you have of shooting natives or hunting natives. It's
there's some liberties there, but also some responsibility on that too, I guess. But yeah, definitely the variety and the change, the difference in terrain and country that you can hunt. Probably the same with the coastline.
It's exactly the same with the spearfishing. You can go now down the road and diving is completely different. The species are different. We're super lucky that we've got such an amazing fishery, well-managed fishery here in New Zealand.
Just this year, we've had some pretty epic encounters. Sammy, what's your highlight from season 2 of Spearo?
Oh, definitely season 2. We did a South Island road trip. Ended up down in Stewart Island. We ended up finding a great white. Had a wicked freediving encounter with a great white. It's probably one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Actually, it was awesome. I've always wanted to do that. That was cool.
Is that just this?
So scary, but so cool. Oh my god. Far out. That was mean, eh, man? I was so scared. I'm not gonna lie, but that was just so epic. What a fish, eh? Just the way they're sitting, like, looking at you. Hey.
Highlight for me was actually that, probably outside my normal stuff, but taking that Polaris with the tracks through that gnarly snow country, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's always amazing getting out in the bush, hunting, whether it's the North or the South Island for me. So any time in the hills is a good time for me. So more of that. I'd probably say from a nostalgia perspective would be like the Canterbury high country. I've spilt a lot of blood, sweat and tears up there, had some great long backpack hunts with good mates and took some great racks out of the hills. So that'd probably be one for me, just from a nostalgia perspective, Canterbury high country, for red stag specifically.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I could go back anywhere tomorrow, probably back at the Three Kings. Yeah, pretty exceptional fishery up there. I mean, the biggest yellowtail kingfish in the world up there, and you never quite know what you're going to see. We found an oarfish, paper nautilus spawning event. Not necessarily the fish you come home with, there's all the extra things you can see up there as well.
I'll probably say a big 12-point red that I shot with Jamie, I don't know, a long time ago now, but that'd be something that I've got them all. That's plenty of memories, and I'd say it's probably my best trophy. Not the biggest, but definitely just the most memorable, I'd say.
Game over.
For me, it'll be probably, didn't put on the scales, but when close to a 40 kilo dogtooth tuna. Or my
Tongan dogtooth tuna.
Tongan dogtooth tuna, yeah man.
Yeah boy.
You big fish, eh? Or a 26-pound snapper that I shot on the snook at my first nationals.
Yeah.
To achieve the footage that we want to achieve, we've got to go off the grid. We've got to be in something that can actually get us there and back safely and be relatively comfortable, especially for Dave, who's got a film on the platform himself. And they do really live up to their reputation. Like that was really that trip around we did with Stewart Island with Tim really solidified that for us. We meant to have 1 day of rough weather, but the forecast was wrong. We had 3 days, rough as guts. We circumnavigated the entire island, and it was so comfortable. We handled it so well. We ended up, we were confident enough to wait for the roughest stuff to really hammer it through to get some cool footage and really put them through their paces. And
I'd say from an engineering perspective too, it's like a classic example of something that's been forged in an environment that's one of your only alternatives, and it's sort of one of those things that settle to the top. It's like a boat in a hull of that shape and the way it's been designed. It's been an evolution in that kind of country, deep south of the South Island. You're going to get a boat that's rugged, safe, and in the modern day time, they're throwing all the technology they can at. So yeah,
can handle the rough stuff, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know it's a quality magazine that interview only the cream of the crop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love actually, I've been following them for a long time, but I love the video sort of journal stuff that they do, just showcasing just everyday people and different, I guess, seafarers that are out there doing their thing. I really love it, and the cinematography and qualities right.
I went for the 2500 Ultra Cab XL based off of the write-up in the Captain magazine and the imagery and photos. We even went with the same paint job, so that was a good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh true.
White. The big, we've got a big 2500 as well as this little guy.
I heard the captain likes putting up photos of naked dudes though.
Yeah.